What's up, chumps? I am Jay Enterprise, and this is my first ever movie review. Now, I am by no means a professional critic. I'm just someone who loves movies and loves talking about them. So I'm not going to be giving out any star ratings or letter grades. I say, see it for yourself, be your own judge. We're going to go back now to 1966 to the Batman movie. Well, here we go with my first ever attempt at a movie review. Don't judge me, I'm new at this. We're going to start off, well, this month is the much anticipated release of Justice League. So, what I thought is the most appropriate way to hype ourselves up is to review every single full-length live-action feature film featuring the Dark Knight himself, Mr. Batman. And I have here, well, the self-proclaimed Bat expert, Mr. Nikos Rikos.
Oh, yeah. So I can't wait to talk about reviewing, 30 hours of Batman film?
Yes. The Adam West version, as most people recall. The one,
everybody's first Batman.
That was my introduction to Batman, was the 60s television series.
Yeah. For me, it was Keaton and the animated series, but it was right around that time I was introduced to 66, which has got a special place in, I think, everybody's heart.
I would think so, especially this year, now that Adam West passed away this year.
Yeah, and it's celebrated. They just came out with animated movies based around the 66 characters, like direct to DVDs. It's completely.
Don't they have a comic too? It's like, isn't it called like Batman 66?
Yeah, they have a comic and they have the figures. Like, it's got a cult following. It's one of those things. Everybody turned their back on the 66 Batman when Keaton's came out and everything else after that because they thought it was corny. But it all came back around because I feel like people realize it is what it is. It's comedy. It's silly. It's hokey.
So cheesy.
Yeah, it is what it is, and people realize.
Even the opening credits, it's like, do you remember the opening credits? It's like a dark alley and like walls and like the spotlight, and like Batman's walking, he gets like caught in the spotlight and he just like casually like.
It just keeps going on. They're walking up the side of the building.
So cheesy.
Without struggle, just casually walking alongside the building without playing off the fact that they've got all their body weight facing the ground, but. That's exactly what it is. It's people realize it's comedy, it's silly, it's hokey, but that's that one element of Batman that you still have to enjoy.
Robin was actually I was more of a Robin guy as a kid.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, we played Batman. He was a church friend. Every Sunday, we played Batman after church. He was always Batman. I was always Robin.
It's Burt Ward. He's awesome.
Actually, apparently, I think I saw this in some special on the 60s series, but apparently like the producers or somebody involved with the making of the TV series had an issue with Burt Ward's bulge.
Okay.
He was apparently too bulgy down there, so they had to and it was too risque for 60s television, so they had to do something that made him less bulgy.
So they kept the short underwear, but just fixed the bulge.
Yes.
Yeah, not put him in tights or something else. Yeah,
made him a little bit more ambiguous.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
The first time I saw the movie, I was like, it was probably maybe 9 or 10 years old. And I was just my mind was blown because there was a bat copter, a bat boat, the motorcycle, the bat cycle, and seeing that as a kid, this is the greatest thing ever. The villains, and that was another thing that blew my mind as a kid too, was to have Joker, Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman all in the same movie, which was awesome. However, one thing always threw me off is a different actress played Catwoman as opposed to which wasn't anything new. I mean, there have been several villains in the series. There were some actor changes, and even Catwoman. Catwoman in the series, there was 2 changes.
Yeah.
But you had Lee Merriweather, who was in the movie, but just the movie.
Right.
And then, of course, Julie Newmar is the most well-known one.
Yeah, definitely the most popular.
Then Eartha Kitt came in season 3, but they all look fantastic in the catsuit. So no complaints there. But that always threw me off. It was just having a different actress. Even as a kid, it was like, man, that doesn't look like...
Yeah, you notice something is off. Yeah, you get used to it.
And the plot for this one is you have the 4 villains. Essentially, they're trying to... They end up, stealing a device that allows them to dehydrate people.
Yeah.
Which is totally realistic,
A really weird way of shrinking people, essentially.
And the whole plan is to, dehydrate the members of, the United World Organization,
Yeah.
which is the United Nations,
Yeah.
and just hold those countries up for ransom. And then of course Batman and Robin come in and foil the plans, and you have the little subplot with Catwoman's character in without the costume, she's the Russian journalist, Miss Kira, that Bruce falls in love with. And another great scene from the movie is when they kidnap Bruce and Kitka, and they all ride off in like the umbrella jets.
Yep. They're all being carried off, I think, out of the bedroom window. It's been a while since I've seen it. To this day, one of my favorite quotes out of any Batman film or show or anything is the scene where he can't get rid of the bomb.
Yeah.
Like that scene is, I know everybody talks about the shark repellent, but that scene with the bomb is amazing to me. And the line where he's like, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Yeah. Like, and he's running overhead in broad daylight as Batman,
sparking, smoking bomb.
A bomb that looks, it's about 7,200 pounds, and he has no issue running with it up and down a boardwalk with all this weight over his head, and he can't get rid of it because there's ducks and there's kids and there's a family, and of course finally it goes off and he's
like
totally,
a full-fledged marching band just on the pier.
Yep, and he's running through people. I think there's nuns at one point, if I remember. But that scene's iconic to me. I loved the fact that to this day somehow every villain ends up in the water.
Yes.
It's not like it's one big punch to the Joker. He's out because he's in the ocean. Everybody ends up in the ocean. And it's just a ridiculous scene where they all just look, nobody's even attacking each other in the water, I think. I'm pretty sure they just they land and they try to just float and just thrash their bodies around. And of course that scene, go figure, has no shark in it. And that's like those two scenes. I do like the shark repellent scene. I love when Penguin goes undercover as, I forgot what his name was.
Oh, one of the best character names ever, Commodore Schmidlap.
That's right. And they know it's him, and just I love him fiddling in the Batcave. Just little things like that. Even when Alfred has his own mask at one point in the car, just for what reason?
Obviously not Batman.
Yeah, for what reason he has it, I know he's supposed to be undercover or whatever, but as if that makes a big difference is beyond me. But yeah, that scene just...
There's the one, when Bruce is with Kitka in the bedroom and Alfred's in disguise and they're in the Batmobile and like Robin turns off the TV while they're kissing because he's like, I can't watch this. And out of respect, I don't know.
And the fact that they even just had a TV in there, and I think the view didn't make sense. Like, where was that camera?
It was like obviously the camera view of the movie.
It looked like exactly like it was a perfect. It wasn't like it was here on Bruce. It was like where are they right now? But no, I mean overall, like I love that movie. Just the fact that the villains have a hideout, which I think I remember is not a hidden place really. No. I remember it having like windows and they can look out of it if they want.
It's above like a bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's right. It's above the bar. That's right.
They're renting out the studio apartment above the biker gang bar.
Like, the villains are so dumb in this movie. Like as much as I love them, like they're in an obvious location, and then again they have like the submarine, which is like in broad daylight. Yeah, and the scene where one other iconic scene for me is when they shrink people down at the table for during the United Nations meeting, and they're shrinking them down one at a time, and the people maybe there's 15 people at the table, they're all yelling and arguing and screaming, and they're shrinking one person at a time, or dehydrating, whatever, but nobody in the room knows.
They just keep arguing.
To the point where it gets down to one person, I think is yelling to themselves. Like they're all in argument, and they're just one at a time. And for some reason, the villains also during that scene have a mask across their eyes. Joker's even got like a purple one or a pink one or something. Why they have them, it's little things like that that are so stupid that they're actually like amazing and make the movie even better.
So there you have it, our first review. More of like a discussion, as they probably will be because we just like talking about Batman. You know, this guy does. I know we got a big one coming up next. One of, if not your favorite?
89. Yeah. It's got a special place in my heart. Not my favorite. Okay. But like initially like my first introduction.
Gotcha.
Like since that came out right around the time I was born.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Well, if you braved this entire video, check out our review on 89 and all the ones that we'll be doing thereafter. If you were entertained by this video, find yourself the like and subscribe button. Make sure you find this man on social media. And where's that?
It's at OPA _ Nikos Rikos. Nikos. I say Nikos.
I don't know.
Nikos.
Not really listening.
Rikos. Nikos Rikos. I equate this show to like if Jerry and George sat down.
Yeah.
In a way, and talked about Batman and Robin, something like that. Yeah, Nikos Rikos, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm sure you'll find me, and if you don't, whatever, I don't care.
Spelling aside, links will be in the description box.
Yeah, do that.